I am Mama Cat. Sorry about that. Just had to set up a landscape video rather than putting you all in portrait, which would be rubbish, wouldn't it? Let me see what I can do with this. There we go. Hey, Pocahontas. Hi, Shaz. Hi, Kirsty. Thanks for coming back, guys. Sorry about that. I'll get you up on the other phone for the chat so I can talk at the same time. I hope you're all well. Hi, Shelley. Nice for you. Thanks for joining me. Nice for you to be here. I'm really snuffly. How is everyone? Okay. Shelley, your message I'll read when I get back off live, yeah? I wish I'd blown my nose now. I feel really snuffly. Oh, wow, Kirsty, what did you get? I suppose I better share it out as well. Hi, Silver. Thanks for joining me, love. Yeah, how is the fam, Kirsty? I brought another chair over because one of the cats had nicked my other chair. Now they nicked my chair that I was going to sit on. I'll sit with you, Sonny. Ugh. Right, I better share this out, haven't I? Oh, I can't share it to Facebook. Can someone share it to my Facebook group for me? Kirsty, I think you're on my Facebook group, aren't you? Hi, James. Thanks for joining me. Excuse me, I've got a cough. Hi, Elizabeth. Excuse me. Sorry. Do you mind not scratching my sofa, please? I take it everyone can hear me. Oh, nice. I'm glad your mum's getting better. I know Pocahontas, I do feel rough. I have been all week. I think like it's just flaring from the RA. Which is an interesting point. I got told today that I have got the genetic type of rheumatoid arthritis. So now I've got to get the kids tested and everything. I kind of knew that we probably had the genetic form because it runs in the family like 3 times over. So as far as we know anyway, probably a bit more. Oops. Let's peel this back, shall we? What was we on last time? On the H's, I think, wasn't it? I got all my little bits. I bought this as well, look. It's only like $2.95 from Amazon. An accessory pack, and it's got like the little thing that Kirsty was saying about the tray. Saying that, Cass, is like saying go ahead to the cats. It's so true. I don't think they care about my thing. That's okay, Shelley. It's something I didn't want ever to have to worry about the kids ending up like me. All I can say is that I hope it means that if they do end up with it, that they can get treated quicker. Because I was like 20 when I first was having, well, I think I had symptoms even as a child. So, like, I think at 20 years old, they told me I had osteoarthritis, which obviously it wasn't. It was rheumatoid. And if they'd have treated me then, maybe I wouldn't have been so bad. Do you know what I mean? So I hope that maybe my kids will at least get the opportunity to get treated with much better drugs nowadays as well. And that's all I can hope for, really. It's not something I really wanted to deal with. We'll deal with it. These are little cool things for the little wax. Look, I actually feel like I'm burning up at the moment. Yeah, these trays look loads better. It's going to be loads easier for me to get them into the pots, isn't it? And I've sorted all of my diamonds into these pots, except for that really big bag. So look, I did all that, so I know where I'm at a bit better now. H was number 2, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right, Shaz. So hopefully, like, they'll keep an eye on my kids now. And if I'd have been treated younger, I don't think I'd have ever got like I did. Like, it proper disabled me overnight almost. And I don't want that to happen to my kids because it wasn't fun. Oh, it's got a little cover on it, that helps. Oh look, it's weird, isn't it? Sorry, Pocahontas. Welcome back. I'm glad you're doing yours, Shelley. It's one of those things that you sort of put aside a lot, don't you, and you don't actually get on and do. But once you get into it, it's quite fun. I've got lots of different ones that I want to do. Okay. Oh, where's the little lid? So, how is everybody there? You all sound like you're doing quite well at the moment. Nice to know. Number 2, H. Oops, still flying across the room there. Oh, lovely. I like foxes. My little Sunny looks like a fox. She's got a little pattern on her face that makes her look like a fox. She's sitting right next to me, actually. I'll be able to show you. Sunny. Sunny. Hi, baby. Hello. You're my pretty girl, huh? She's a love her to pieces. Good girl. I know, she's reaching over to me now. Cass, I've cut out some of the quilting shapes. I'll be making a real quilt. It'll be fun, hard work, but worth it. I've always wanted to try the quilting. My friend, I call her my friend, but she's actually someone that I've subscribed to since I first came to YouTube. But we've sort of become friends over the years. Our half acre homestead, she's great. She's absolutely brilliant. She does all the quilting and that. She's got like fibromyalgia, osteoarthritis, and all sorts going on. I think she's got rheumatoid as well, but she finds the fibromyalgia disables her more than the rheumatoid, which I find the other way round. But you know, horses for courses. Every case of RA is different, isn't it? She is a gorgeous cat. She's leaning right off the edge of the seat now to reach out to me. She's so cute. I'm doing this because there's a few of them that were knotted together, and that helps separate them rather than trying to do it with your fingers. You got a certificate in dress and quilting. How wonderful! Thank you, Shelley. Noticed it's become very popular to do your nails and stuff. Show your cats. It's much easier with the backlighting. I can see the little things because my eyesight's terrible, and It's got worse since I've had RA as well, so I really need to get new glasses. But with the lighting in the back, it's much easier. I'd love to see like have a family quilt made. I had an auntie Sue when I was younger. She used to do lots of tapestries and embroideries and that, and I used to look at them all when I was younger, fascinated by it. You know, my mum does all the cross stitch and crochet. My nan done knitting with her RA. Like me and my mum and my nan have all had RA, so and we've all done crafting to keep ourselves active, I guess, or as active as possible when you've got RA. It keeps me alive, I think. It gives me a will to get up in the morning, to get up and think, oh, I'm going to make something pretty today, rather than sitting on settee and wasting my life away. I think it's good to have something positive in life. Even if you're not ill, I think it's good to have something positive in life. But when you're ill, you especially need something to hold on to each day. Thank you, Silver. Love you. Silver's such a gentleman. Yeah, the light pad really is a game changer. I'm so glad that Kirsty recommended it. And then my boy bought it for me because I couldn't afford it. Obviously, been buying too many subs. Hi Dorothy. Yeah, you got your notification. I'm so glad. You got some snacks. You got yourself a gin. Yay! Can't beat a catch up with Mama and the Misfits. I love that. Thank you for joining me, Dorothy. It is important for your mental health. I think it really helps. Your mum noticed that you lost weight, babe. Well done. It's when people start noticing it, helps you keep to it, doesn't it? Like when I first started losing weight, at first it was actually literally like the swelling dropped off because the methotrexate started helping. And then, like once the swelling wasn't so bad, I was like, right, I'm getting mobile. I'm doing this. I'm getting back on my feet a bit. Obviously, I'm still not really on my feet. I'm sat in a walker right now. But and my feet are really swollen today. I don't know what's happened. Everything's gone downhill all of a sudden the last couple of weeks. But we will keep going. It is what it is. My mum said that maybe I should be getting like a higher dose of meds now, which they don't really want to higher my dose of meds because of the lung problem. It's so complicated. I can't be simple, can I? It's got to be nice and complicated for the doctors. They've also told me they think they're going to let me go ahead with the vaccine, which I probably shouldn't even talk about, should I? But they're going to let me go ahead. Hey, Melissa, how are you? See, there's another one with chronic disease and does crafting. Here's Sky. Say hi. Hi. I love you, baby girl. Melissa's got all the same issues as me and is my bestie from the other side of the world. We've been on this journey together. Yeah, I'm glad that I'm allowed the vaccine, but I'm just worried that I'm going to end up going into anaphylactic shock again because it was scary. Like that was honestly one of the most scariest things I've ever had happen because I didn't know what was going on apart from my body just started blowing up massive. Like I just bloomed and went bright red and burning hot. And God, dear, thought I was going to die. I was literally climbing the walls trying to get a breath in. Oh, it's scary. I don't want to go through that again. But like, obviously, they'll be there to help me if I do have that happen. Hiya, Spooky. How are you, darling? I loved your song with Dylan the other day. Brilliant. when my dad had to go to a nursing home. What are you doing? One of the cats has just knocked something flying. When my dad had to go to a nursing home before he died, he gave me a patchwork quilt and I used it for years. No, Shelley, it'll be my first. I got myself a book called Quilting for Dummies. I've got rheumatoid arthritis for dummies, you know. I might actually sit one day and do some reading from it as a part of a video, like, hiya, Carts. Oh, it's lovely to see you, babe. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, it's great to see the talent out there. Carts does hockey is fascinating as well. He bangs them in. Bangs them in. Carts is one of those real lifers that call me Mama Cass. He knows the real me, don't you, Carts? It is fecking freezing. You are right, my darling. Yeah, I've missed you, Dorothy. It's been a little while, hasn't it? I thought I'd wait and see how things goes. Okay, Elizabeth or Liz. So we're calling you Elizabeth now. So yeah, the kids have got all had blood tests. That'll be fun. Got two of them that hate needles. But if they're going to have RA, they're going to need to get used to needles anyway. I nearly do, Shaz, I tell you. I don't know what I'm doing with them half the time. Can you see what I'm doing properly? Oh yeah, Maureen. I haven't heard from Maureen. Do you want to let her know that we're on? Because she might want to come in if she's available. Excuse me, keep sniffing, guys, but I feel bunged up and I've got like a temperature. Not a bad one, not a fever. I just feel like but that comes with RA as well. It doesn't. It's not just like it's not only the risk of being COVID. If I get a temperature, you get a minor temperature with RA flaring. Thank you, Carts. I love you. Yeah, Melissa, I literally have ended up like that before, where it's been like my veins have popped and everything while I've been in hospital. Horrible. And that with all bruising everywhere. It's gross. Hi, Llama. Sunday is when you're doing the broadcast. Are you going to be live doing it, darling? Llama. Your nails are nice, but I've got to agree with Shaz. I've been a nightmare trying to pick anything up. Yeah, it is a nightmare trying to pick anything up. I literally, like I've learned to like sort of flick things. Yeah, it's like an olive grey. Sunday the 24th. Right, well, I'll advertise that out for you, Llama. Oh, that's great. What's Kirsty done? You burnt your worktop in your kitchen. Oh, no. Careful. Just trying to make sure that I'm not missing any of you talking to me. It's hard to keep up and do stuff at the same time, you know. I do like having a chat, and I like to do something at the same time, because I feel like just sitting and talking is like a waste of my time. And I don't think that anybody really wants to just sit and watch a blank screen or anything, you know what I mean? So I just get on with some stuff and you can watch while we chat. I realised doing it yesterday, I'd done several hours worth and then sped it up and released the video, but that took up the whole of my memory on my phone. James paid her to stick them up his bum. Isn't nice. Stick what? Oh, nails. Yeah, these are quite short, to be honest. They're like short ones. I bought them specifically short because I'm not very good with long ones. Take care, llama. I have had longer ones before, but I'm no good with the longer ones. I can just about manage with these. And that's took some getting used to as well. Like in the last couple of months, I've been doing them quite often. My hands aren't exactly attractive otherwise. Yeah, trivets are the thing you want first. No, you can't scratch your bum hole comfortably with long nails, that's right. Bless you, Kirsty. Bye, llama. Good luck with arranging that then. Lots of work has gone into that, I'm sure. So it's probably easier for me to just do it live, and that way I don't need to fill up my whole phone memory with diamond painting. Dorothy. Oh, nice, Kirsty, good. Yeah, you should wash your brushes. That's one of the biggest problems for causing skin issues is makeup brushes, isn't it? I don't wear makeup all the time. If I'm going to be seeing people, I like to if I can, but some days I can't hold like makeup to be able to put it on, so I just don't. Nice. Everyone's eating and watching. It's always nice and relaxing to watch something while you eat. pick things up with the side of your nail. It's a fucking nightmare. Just do that. What? Go away. Yeah, both Pocahontas is doing great. Carts has just got started doing his. Who else we got? Gem. Speak Gem should get given a shout out for her quality videos. Hang on, I've got to put this other phone on there. Oh my back. Right. Guy, do you mind not climbing all over me, baby? Sorry, guys. Yeah, I've definitely got to the point at the moment where I'm like stepping away from a lot of shit at the moment. There's it's come to the point where I don't trust many people anymore, except for those that are in my chat right now. I just don't trust anyone anymore. Not from within the paranormal groupings, anyway. I'm quite happy amongst the friends that I've accumulated from that genre, but the genre itself isn't doing me any favors right now. So I'm staying where it's healthier for me. Oh, little bod got a head teacher's award. That's so sweet. Yeah, it's frightening to go anywhere at the moment. That's right. And that's the other point, is that there's some terrible things going on in the world at the moment. There's terrible things going on in my life itself at the moment, and other people's lives as well. You know, we're all having to deal with stuff um, that's hard, and I don't think that, like, putting myself in a situation where I'm associating with people who are doing me mental health damage is not the right way to go for my own sake. So um, I've tried to distance myself from certain groups. Yeah, it's hard work, man. I can't imagine if my kids were younger and I had to be doing all the home tutoring and that. Like, it's really hard out there for some people at the moment. There's a lot of people suffering for a lot of different reasons. There's going to be a lot of people come to suffer over the next 5, 10 years because of what's happened now. And I find it hard to believe that anyone's out there trying to cause mayhem in people's lives when there's already enough mayhem. God granted. I'm well bunged up. Yeah, I think the whole world's sort of feeling in that, like, a bit of a hole about it all. Like, young people shouldn't have to be held from going out and socialising and that. It's bad enough, like, for me, I've been 8 years housebound, or coming up 8 years housebound. So I'm quite used to being at home and having to be at home. But it's not something I'd ever wish on anyone, especially not younger than me. And having to do it for the sake of, otherwise you might end up dead, is a whole nother matter as well, isn't it? Yeah, hopefully we will be getting back to some sort of sense of normality soon, because it the numbers are starting to come down, but it just takes time for the, like, deaths and that to sort of catch up with it starting to even out, but crazy amounts, like, dying in a day at the moment, and will be for the next couple of weeks apparently. Just send out best wishes and love to all those people that have been affected by it. You are extinct from having to wear a face mask though, aren't you, Kirsty? Because of it. Dorothy and James are hilarious. They crack me up. Yeah, you got your message about it, didn't you, Kirst? I have as well, and I asked, like, because the doctor had said no, I wouldn't be able to have it. Now they're saying yeah, I can. So we'll see what happens. But my mum's had hers first dose, which I'm glad about, because she's ever so anxious about the virus. So. And it hasn't done her any harm, for those believing all sorts. Thank the Lord. Yeah, I'm a huggy type of person, Shelley. I really am quite convinced that I probably had it in January last year when I left the community, and I kept saying that I was getting really, really ill and I needed to stop the stress. I think that was it, to be honest, because I was so bloody ill with that. My oxygen's level has never been as low as what it was then. So I do sort of think it was then, which would hopefully mean that I'm immune to it now. So I reckon I would have caught it by now if I hadn't already had it. Yeah. I've heard a lot about that. Yeah, I get a priority shopping slot as well. Agreed with you, James. You do feel ignorant. I know that people like my mum are really missing out on having someone to talk to face and that. But it's just too dangerous, isn't it? Like when all this began, my mum wasn't immune suppressed and that. She'd only just been diagnosed with RA at that point. And now she's immune suppressed and everything, so it's a bit of a problem. Is that she's now extremely vulnerable too, as well as me. Be careful out there, Spooky. Don't get sick, babe. Yeah. I think we're in a worse position than March 2020 at the moment, aren't we? We're losing more people a day. Yeah, I think a lot of people had it in January. There was like the flu and pneumonia that was going around at that point was awful. Even like my son was really poorly with it. It was just horrible. I think my oxygen level got down to 72%, 72, 74 maybe. It's never been that low before. Not out of hospital anyway. Yeah. Melissa, you've got balls of steel, my darling. Especially knowing that you're also immune suppressed and got lung disease. you're, you're a nutter. You got to feel somewhat when you've dealt with facing life death situations over and over again. You do actually get to that point where you're like, nah, doubt I'll be all right. It's usually after I've been in hospital that I come out and I'm like, wow, I really like nearly died then, didn't I? Yeah, Jem, the news is a bit downer at the moment, isn't it? Like, anyone want to get depressed? Turn on the news. I watch. There's a couple of experts on YouTube that I watch that I've kept in touch with the whole thing throughout by watching them. They talk a lot of sense, and I like the way they explain everything fully rather than the news tends to be what the government wants you to hear. Hi, Dylan. You right, love? Nice to see you, babe. Great video put out by Spooky recently with Dylan. I'll go and check it out after this for me, guys. You've started to wipe your food down as well. Yeah, a lot of people I know do disinfect everything. I probably should, but I don't. I can't be bothered. I have enough trouble getting it put away, let alone doing all that as well. Yeah, I love that song. It's brilliant. You've got to get back to work. Nice to see you, Melissa. Take care, darling. Yeah, it would take hours for me to do all my shopping. Handmade soap's one of the best things, rather than using alcohol wash and that. Handmade soap kills just as much germs and leaves your hands all nice and soft too. Oh my God, Melissa, she's gone now in it, but I used that cream and it's lovely. Dylan's popped in to give my uterus a boost, bless him. You're funny. My uterus is doing flippity flops. I'm floating between things and also useless. You don't like trying to keep up with too much, do you, Dylan? I know. I find it quite hard when there's a lot going on. Yeah, your voice is beautiful, mate. Absolutely stunning, talented, skilled with his fingers. What more could a girl be asking for? Oh, Sunny, you're so cute. Get running, good dog. It's starting to cream already. James, you know me too well. There. Yeah. Getting stress migraines. I'm not surprised at the moment, Kirsty. You need to learn to try and soothe your mind a bit. Sit down and relax. Do something like the diamond painting and that, where you're just focusing completely on doing it and not think about all the things that are worrying you and that. Because I know there's a lot worrying you lately. Um, Stress will eat you alive, mate. Really will. Don't let it do it to you. That's me heating back on. House went cold rapidly. Yeah, it has got cold today. Dylan should be a bloody megastar. I agree. Oh, sorry, Steph. It's because I went live first and then I had to stop it and start again because I was in profile. So I probably didn't get notifications sent out. It's a shame, innit? But you haven't missed much. We've just all been having a little chat. I feel like I've got a frog in my throat constantly at the moment. I've been sort of resting every day, all day lately. Not getting much done. No. You're going to get your hair cut, babe. I think there's a lot of people that are really struggling with the stress now. Like, even my mum, who's a pretty strong woman, oops, is not coping so well with it now, I think it just is worrying in it constantly. It's not healthy. That's pretty good. Hi, Hi, Jasmine. Nice to see you, love. Yeah, I got a croaky frog in my throat, and I've been feeling a bit congested and that. Oops, I just lost my own stream. Nice to see everybody. Watching this is riveting. Oh my gosh, Steph, that's going to be fun. You look after yourself, though. Yes, a long time with no drinkies. And then I've got to let in the other cat. Did you get the picture of the haircut I'm thinking about? Yes, I did, darling. That's a very nice haircut. I think it'll really suit you. That'll be perfect with your thickness of hair, and it'll go really well. And it'll be nice and light on the back of your neck, you know what I mean? Oh my god. I think watching bath bomb making's more fun, isn't it, Steph? Yeah, I had all the new insulation stuff. Oh, actually, that was my old house. I don't know about this new house. It's not even such a new house anymore. It's just still undecorated for the most part. Yeah, when you're able, Steph, we'll all have a drink with you, won't we? Yeah, I like that colour on your hair at the moment, Steph. The Jager's bomb sound good to me, yeah. Oh, this bloody, like, I feel like all bunged up and horrible. Ooh, a bottle of red. That's a bit posh, Gem. Red's meant to be good for the heart and that, though, isn't it? That's going to be lovely, Kirsty. Yeah. Yeah, I don't drink gin. Yeah, white wine gives me a headache as well. Champagne just gets me on my arse. Right, I can't drink champagne to save my life. I can drink more in volume of whiskey than I can of champagne. Although I wouldn't really know how much I can drink now because I don't really go that far anymore. But I used to be able to put away a bottle of whiskey easy on a Friday night in my younger, more fun-loving years before the pain kicked in. Yeah, layers are a nightmare, aren't they? But it's like you need layers in thicker hair. It's the only way to get the weight down. But my hair's a nightmare. Like without layers, I don't have layers at the moment. It just I cut my own hair. I don't like champagne, vodka, or gin. I'm not like I pretty much just drink whiskey. That's what I prefer to drink. But I do like Jaeger bombs and sambuca shots. I'll drink pretty much anything in a shot. I like shots. That's my favourite way of drinking. But I like the sour shots and that, like the really sharp ones where you go, oh, like nasty, nasty. Yeah, so if anyone, like obviously there's the Ouija Brothers and Paranormal Voice, but if anyone's got any recommendations for any of the other paranormal channels that really are no bollocks involved, that are worth watching and that don't fake shit, and of course Order of Magnitude I watch him as well. There's a couple of the smaller groups that I stick by as friends, but it's pretty much got that there's none left in the paranormal field now, really. The ones that are left that are decent are fighting a hard battle, aren't they, to even get views? Johnny Paranormal. I've never heard of him, Silver. Johnny Paranormal. Jane on Paranormal Voice is lovely. Yeah, she's like, I consider her like someone special in my life. She's meant a lot to me over the years. It cuts out the majority because I know exactly. Um, it's hard to know, in it, like who to trust anymore. I came because you're more of a JD man, are you, Silver? But I came because I wanted to know that there was life after death and that. You know what I mean? Not a load of bollocks beforehand. Not where you'd wish you were fucking dead because people are pissing you off that much. Whiskey was my dad's drink. Didn't drink much, but he did like a good whiskey. Yeah, whiskey's good for you in the smaller amounts, mate. I reckon. More of a whiskey girl, good girl, Jim. I like that. Paranormal. I'm going to put that in because I haven't come across him before. Let me go and get that onto my list. Johnny Paranormal. Ooh. Oh, he's got quite a big subscriber base. How have I not heard of him? Literally been in the paranormal field for years. Okay then, I will check him out. Once I go to bed tonight, I'll have something to watch. Yeah, I have, Jem. That's how I feel. Hi, PJ. I feel like I've fallen out of love with the paranormal, but only on YouTube. Like, obviously, I've been raised to love the paranormal, but like YouTube has really just made me think, like, is everybody involved in the paranormal just a con artist or a fucking bitch? Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I didn't realise that you guys watched Paranormal Voice. I've watched her for years. I used to like pay the Patreon as well, but obviously they had cut right back till recently, so I didn't pay for it for a while. But I do love Jane and Paranormal Voice. Crafting channels. Oh, I'll have to look through for you, Kirsty, and send you a list of them on Messenger, darling. Yeah, that's the problem. You see, is so many people are just out for the gain from it all as well. Yeah, Most Haunted when it was on TV. Yeah, I watched Sammy Life After Life TV Productions. I have always watched Sam. I don't comment much on her videos purely because I don't want to bring any drama to her channel. I know that like a lot of people follow me around, causing trouble wherever I go, and so I have tried not to bring any of that down on anyone else's channels um, out of respect. So I tend not to comment a lot on the paranormal channel anymore. But I'd like to be able to. Do you know what I mean? But I know I can go and talk with Jane at any point in time, and she will always sort of look after me. Like she's always had respect for me. So PJ's been busy ordering resin and loads of molds. Oh my god, I was looking at that on Instagram yesterday, PJ. I so want to give it a go. It looks really cool, doesn't it? Zara's brilliant, but she's mostly over on D Live now, which I go and watch her over there. Paranormal White Noise is Zara. She's well worth watching. Very nice person. Um, okay. Yeah, Sam's a good soul. I trust Sam and I respect her opinion on paranormal. Same goes for Jane, obviously. And like the Ouija brothers, I've always felt like they are about as real as it gets. But I don't speak on there anymore because I don't really want to bring people to be like hating about it all. Yeah, I want to have a go at that resin stuff. Yeah, I know. Sam's always been great for the drums. She don't get involved in that. I've always respected her. I just wish it was that I could go and talk there without causing any trouble. CJ Folsom is a good channel. It's not an orgasm if it doesn't reach your toes, Dorothy. It does look easy. Yeah, I think Paranormal Truth have been not doing anything, have they, over the period of the virus? I don't know if that's why or what, but I mean, I always respected them, but I also felt like they wanted to disprove the paranormal quite badly. Like, like I agree with being, no, you can't assume everything is paranormal just because you heard a noise. It's not necessarily a spirit in action. I completely agree with all of that, but like, I wanted to still believe in it. That they were leaving me feeling like, oh, is there anything left to believe in? Resin llama nipples. Yeah, I was watching it on Instagram, the resin molding. It looks fucking amazing, doesn't it? Like putting flowers in there and everything. Love that. Dildo molds now. Can you make me one? Send it to me, PJ. Angie the green-eyed angel. Okay. Even the resin mold conversation has become something crude. Disappointed in you lot. Bad people. Every time PJ speaks, YouTube holds it back. YouTube's got an issue with you, PJ. Misfit dildos coming soon. I like that idea. Oh dear Lord. Little suckle there. Mama Cash, would you forward the haircut picture to Steph on Facebook Messenger? Yes, darling. James led me astray. I didn't need much leading, to be fair. YouTube hates me. I dig my teeth in if I thought of llama's tits. What a dreadful thought. Oh dear. Fine, Kirsty. I sent it to the Misfits. That's the ones there. I reckon that'd be nice as well. That'd suit you as well, Steph. Maybe a little bit longer for you, Steph. Would look good. Just freebie for the idea, James. Oops. Thank you, Pocahontas. I'm a massive llama tit fan. See, crazy crossroads is another. Yeah, I've got Yugu. I've had Yugi for quite some time. Yeah, I've been to Blackpool. Oh, really? I got one of those back from somewhere like that once. Very rude. Tease them with your teeth, Steph. Crusty I can do, James. Oh dear. Oops. I can't even look at what I'm doing now. God, can you hear how loud the daughter's got the TV on? Can you actually hear it through here? Like you must be able to, because it sounds like it's in the same room as me. I think she heard me say that. She just turned it down. Cock on a stick. Steph, it's way too early in the evening for us to be getting all steamed up about Llama, especially when he's not here. He'll be missing out. I've got a rock cock from Blackpool for my horny ex-work colleague once. She couldn't wait to rip out the wrapper. Resin has lowered the tone of the chat. Yeah, I thought you was coming in being all good, going with the crafting stuff. PJ, I was quite proud of you, you know what I mean? All the things you could have come in and said, that was probably the most innocent. And it still went awry. Groundskeeping dildo of the year. Did your honey taste the rock? Blame James, he said it. It's usually James's fault. Have you seen the massive chocolate cocks? No, I haven't, but I've got a hotel chocolate near me. I bet they make them there, don't they? Posh chocolate in the shape of a cock. I was being all crafty, he made it filthy. Your mum got you one of the biggest ones they do. She wanted to make sure you got a good service. Oh my days. James can't help himself. He's got to turn everything filth. In the most sweetest of ways, of course. My little gentleman, James. Well, not so little. Well, from what I know, anyway. From what he says, he can't possibly have a little one. Enjoy, PJ. They've even got the scrotum attached. Yeah, I've seen the scrotum on the lollipop ones, but I haven't seen the chocolate ones yet. Imagine it'd melt, wouldn't it? Probably be. Oh God, I'm not even going to go there. I'm just going to let you carry on talking now. If I start going there, my kids will be like, "Mum, will you shut up talking about chocolate cocks on the internet, please?" Actually, they won't. They won't care. Ta-da. Yeah, I realised after using up all my memory on the phone with one filming session of doing this, that it's probably better if I just do it live streamed straight to YouTube, and then I'm not taking up all the space. It's a shame I can't then speed it up. I reckon I can actually probably go back in and then speed it all up, can't I? It's one of those things. It'd be nice to have like the final version of it being like the whole thing sped up to watch it being made. But there's no way I could save that much in files. Did you hear my chest wheeze then? There's no way I could save up that much video. Dorothy, Mama, if I strapped an axe to it, could chop down trees. Might add lights, make them flash, easy access that way. Yeah, that's a good idea. I play with chocolate knobs and tits, confectionery. Kirsty's now going to Blackpool for a week because she's seen the size of the fucking moulds for the clocks. It looks fun to suck on. Could you get the whole thing in your mouth, Kirsty? Nan Summer's party with us thought would be terrible. It'd be we'd probably all get nicked or something. That's one type of party I've been to a fair few of. Complimentary glass of Lambrusco on entry. I last went to Blackpool when I was like 8, something like that. I'd like to go again. I've got people that live there that used to live here. Sorry. Let me get rid of that. Every time I catch the wire, it ends up knocking the camera. The Grand National. I stayed in a hotel right opposite the Blackpool Tower. Really posh hotel it was. It was brilliant. I was only like 8 there. Rock and jockey cocks and knockers, classy. Oh, my coffee's gone cold. It's fucking rank. Excuse the language, people. Right, let me go get a glass, guys. I'm going to have a whiskey. Ugh. Head off. I'm going back. Had to go pee first. Pour the whiskey, shall we? I would put the camera up on myself, but do you know what? I look that rough at the moment that certain people on here, oh shit, I pulled a really big one, that certain people on here will get worried about me if I show myself right now, so I won't. I look rough. Not that I usually look great, but I look specifically rough right now. God, trying to open cans with fuck hands and shit. I've only got a small glass as well, and I went and poured a big old whiskey shot. That was more than a double. So remind me to drink slowly, people, otherwise I'll get drunk. Fred Astaire was a dancer. Oh, that's nice though. The jaw drop. Yeah, we need an emoticon that says jaw just dropped to the floor. Ah, bless you, Elizabeth. Thank you. I love you. You'd be one of the ones though that if you saw me at the moment, you'd be like, "Are you okay, Cass?" I just look a bit run down at the moment. I'm pasty and that, you know what I mean? Right. I've been just sleeping all week mostly. Had to take a nap after doing the washing up again, which is like what I used to be like. It kind of sucks to me to get like that now. But I won't get down about it because it doesn't help. One thing I did learn is it doesn't help to get upset about like changes in your disease path. It's just you've got to keep going, haven't you? I do feel like half my life ends up wasted away because I'm so tired all the time. I love rides. Yeah, I have been. I've been resting, Shelley. I've not had much choice in the matter. It just happens. I just fall asleep. I literally fall asleep sitting up if I'm drained. I've fallen asleep standing up before, passed out, like literally collapsed, hit the floor. Just like my body just says, no, you've had enough, go to sleep. It's the ankles that does it most because they make me sit down. They make me sit down a lot more than I would do normally, because for my back it's better to be upright. Like sitting and laying is the worst thing for my spine. But when you've got swollen joints, you've got no choice but to not use the joints. You're big breasted, are you, Dorothy? I had a good feeling that you'd have good knockers. See, I come from Southend, Kirsty, so my youth was spent down the seaside at Southend all the time. I love it there. I miss it. The only problem there is that the crime is worse. My dad didn't want me to move back there because he felt it'd be worse for me and the kids to grow up around there because there's like gun crime and that down there. But obviously it's in Essex, right? But I'd love to have been able to raise my kids by the sea. Really, I did want to go back there, but it didn't work out. Yeah, I realise that, Shelley. It's like your body just says that's it. You've got to do what you've got to do, and you do. I do like to keep myself busy, and I feel like at the moment I'm barely getting the housework or like the basics of the housework completed in a day. I keep having to wiggle these about because they don't look straight to me. Like it annoys my OCD issue. Steph's got OCD as well. Want to go Cornwall? Yeah, I'd like to go to Cornwall as well. I always wanted to live there because I was a gardener in my heyday. In my younger years, I was a gardener, and it's the perfect place for growing all the exotic plants, like in England anyway, the best place for it. So I always wanted to go and live there. I wonder how long it takes normal people to do this shit, because it's well long-winded in it. Like most of my crafts, it's done in a day. Yeah, Southend is far from Blackpool. It's about 8 hours from Blackpool to be precise, I think, something like that. But Southend's my home. Like, it's still my home. It doesn't ever, like, I've never felt at home anywhere except for Southend. You'll fall asleep in the chair because you get 4 hours sleep at night because of the pain. Yeah, I used to be terrible for sleeping through the night. I'd, like, literally not even get through an hour without waking up to pain. My back spasms are the thing that gets me. That's what triggers me badly because it's really extreme spasms you get. Like, it feels like lightning bolts going through my body. You can't really sleep through that, can you? We were meant to go beginning of last year, didn't get the caravan. And here's the condition next. I'll get the disguise prepared. Yeah, you'll need one, babe. You'll be tracked down and destroyed. Someone was saying that I'm a fake the other day, that my hands work fine. They haven't seen me try and chop my vegetables yet, have they? But I'm mostly disabled by my back and lung disease and diarrhea. That is a multiple thing, multiple complex condition I have going on. You caught these many times from your local crabs. Your shoulders and legs, Liz. Mm. We went to Kent like 8 years ago. Oh, I think it's 8 years ago now, because that was when I got diagnosed. Me and the kids went to a caravan in Kent. It was absolutely lovely. It was the first time I've ever took them on holiday, and it was really nice to spend some time with them. You know what I mean? And I was still on walking sticks at that point. So it was just before I just became fully disabled and couldn't drive anymore. And think, oh, you can't. I just put another one down there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been to Scarborough as well. Where did those two go? Yeah. That's right, Liz. It is. It's silly the way that people can be just to be mean and spiteful because they don't like me. They want to say that I'm conning the system and stuff. When there's plenty of them out there that are conning the system or not conning the system, maybe, I don't know, but with lesser conditions than me, claiming full benefits and getting their adapted properties and stuff. I know many of them. They're entitled to it, I sure as hell am. But then that's why you get assessed, I suppose, by professionals that actually get to see you, rather than by some weirdo on the internet who thinks they have a right to talk over your life. Baking paper, yeah, I have. Yeah, I know you should be out using it underneath your hand, shouldn't I? I hear the police are just as bad. No, it's got to be bad when the old Bill want to do stuff like that to you as well. Pocahontas got that one. Dave. Hilarious. Okay, Kirsty. Oh, thank you, Shelley. Got some lovely people in my group here, innit? Misfits and proud. I think we've all come to fit together quite well, considering, haven't we? Looking for April's mum. Who's April's mum? That was comedy gold. Yes, good to see you, Shrimp Shack. Oh, are you April's mum, Shelley? I get it now. Shelley's a ledge. You just needed to find the right crowd, didn't you, Shelley? Exactly, spooky. Right. I mean, you can't say things like that and not expect someone to say something about it. But like, I'm sure worse could be said than having a bit of banter about it. And I think it's what happened earlier on in the year, Steph. I'm pretty sure you saw it. That's right, you got to keep laughing. It's getting there, Pocahontas. It's just like slower than most of my crafting, most of what I'm used to doing crafting wise. Um, which is okay, but it's just like a little bit. It's probably better for the people watching for it to be sped up, but that was long winded yesterday doing that. At least like this, I can talk as well. I haven't got stuff all over my hands and that. I do want to do some bath bombs soon as well. Yeah, your daughter had terrible scoliosis there. You got some mould to be here in August, probably from China. Yeah, I order everything from China though because it's so much cheaper. The price difference for moulds and that, because obviously I buy moulds for my soaps and stuff. My God, the price difference between here and China is ridiculous. Like it's well worth ordering early and waiting. I don't understand how China can even ship at the prices that they sell some of their stuff at. I reckon that's going to change now, though, isn't it? It's going to get more expensive. Although technically, we should be able to do better trade deals now with China and Japan and that because they've not been part of Brexit or whatever, the European Union. One spooky middle finger just for you. Yeah, they do as well, Pocahontas. Like these things, they all come from China. I think it's China anyway. And you pay like a tenner to 20 quid for one like this size in this country, and you can get them for like 3, 4 quid over in China. Almost done with this colour. beaches. Hi Dylan, welcome back, babe. So been sent a piece of sweet corn twice from China, and I've no idea why. Are you joking? PJ and Jim make me laugh as well. PJ, yeah. I'm a bit like that with craft, so I'll go from one to another to another. I spend cost a fortune on stuff because you end up buying new everything like when you get into it. My uncle makes breast molds. I was fascinated. I never knew that's what he did. How cool is that, Jim? My friend made me for another friend, a lesbian friend. Um, we made cake, breasts, booby cakes for her birthday one year. It was really cool. Someone, yeah, Dorothy, that's so true. You're naughty, Phoenix. I saw that. Resin dildo with my dilly on it. I think there's a few of the girls here that would like one of those. Dylan, have you seen what you've done to my female misfits? You're causing mayhem, boy. They're all getting moist and shit. I know, they're honest. I know. I'm surprised I don't get banned from bloody YouTube with it, to be honest. It'd be funny though, wouldn't it? I'm sure some people would enjoy that. It was rubber too. So bizarre. I got sent during COVID too. Thought fucking nice one. I'm going to be taken out by a bit of rubber sweet corn. I was disinfecting sides for ages. Oh my god. There's just been something come up about the new variant actually on the YouTubey newsy. I just feel like, what if it keeps doing that mutation thing? I'd legit buy that off you, PJ. You're gonna have to make a few of them, PJ. They were certainly experiences, Dorothy, but not so romantic, more unhygienic. If anything, it was great. Dylan, those are some fun times back in the early days. One time, me and my mum was on the beach collecting shells and didn't realise that my brother was on the steps to the beach house because the sea was coming in. My shoes were soaked. Oh my god! I got to scroll back up to see what Dorothy's saying. So it's fucking Dorothy or James that I have to scroll back up and have a look to see what they said. Unhygienic shagging is the best, Dylan. Oh, that'd be good if it could mutate the other way. That'd be nice. Oh my god, James. James Dylan's like, I'm not even going to acknowledge that. Poor Dylan's like, oh my god. This is what happens, you see, though, Dylan. If you're going to be YouTubey famous, you've got to expect all the weirdos to come out. You come and join in with us, lot. You must be mad. What colour next then? Should we go with the V because it's going to stand out? What one's the V? Four. Four. Pocahontas is like, oh my gosh. Double intruder, James. Nice. I wonder if you'd get pissed off and send that fucker back. Mama's weirdo birds, yeah. Not just the misfits anymore. Now you've got to go back and order double enders. Dorothy and Weiss don't go together. Me and Weiss, not a chance. Oh no, not good. Dorothy. You are fucked up. Yeah, I reckon Dylan's going to get famous from you lot punting him out. We misfit together very well, to be honest. That's right. The one good thing when no matter what bad things go on, there's always some good come out of the shit, isn't there? Us what getting together has definitely been a positive. Need to have a board meeting in the dildo factory. Chocolate pop Dorothy. It does flow easily, doesn't it? I don't even realise it, and it's like several hours in. It's already 103 minutes in. Like, how does that even happen? I didn't feel like it was even an hour. People really desperate for those cat views, eh? But they haven't got really cool cats like mine. You have to have specialist cats, mate, like my special brood. I've got 11 of them too. Plenty of good footage. Everybody loves my cats. They've even gone to the nails too, so they can lick them. I'm the surviving chuckle brother. I did wonder why you was always wearing that mask. I was going to actually do a live stream the other day and come on wearing a balaclava as well, just to take the piss a bit. Pussy wars. Sounds like fun. One of my friends has just become a drag queen, you know. Like I've watched him grow up locally. He came out very young as gay, and he's just started doing himself as a drag queen, which is really cool. Like fun to watch him learning how to do it all. I won't give out his name at the moment, but he's a lovely lad. King Dong. Do you know when I said about I lived with my dad, and he always had pornos all under his bed and that as well, like your dad did, James. And I remember seeing in one of them about King Dong, and fuck, he scared the shit out of me. Didn't he kill a woman? He killed a woman, splitting her. Uh, you could have my Auntie Fat's mask for your holiday in Cornwall. Nobody will recognise you. That's a good idea. She's definitely going to need something to keep safe from the hard men of the area. Dun, 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 dun. Mind you, I think John will enjoy it. From everything you've ever said about your hubby's death, I reckon he'd be quite happy to deal. Dorothy's going to be the tester. That's right. It is good to love your work, especially if it's a dildo tester. I'll get a telling off later. JR. How Dorothy has got a brilliant sense of humour, cracking. Mama King Dong fainted every time he got erect due to the blood rushing to his tom thumb. Had the same issue as well. Really? They didn't say much about that in their article that I read. He looked like he knew what he was doing with it. Imagine passing out every time. Oh, nice. Oh, there goes the daughter. She's moaning at her brother, not me. You crushed their nuts for them. Oh, I like that, PJ. That's the sort of thing I'd do. My neighbours are quite used to me being mad. Though. Yeah, that's like almost all of this little corner filled in. Post the clip from Fleetwood. Thank you, Shelley. Yeah, she is like a little Blackpool encyclopedia. I bet you really enjoyed going there as a kid, Kirsty, because you certainly have a lot of memory of it. I really that. Ah. Had to take me jobbing to my leg if I wore shorts because it would drop out the bottom, be hanging on my leg. It's like a baby elephant's trunk. You'll have to send me a picture, James. Oh, my knees. Hang on, I've got to deal with. Let me go moan at Harvey a minute. Oops, wrong window. Mm. Yeah, that'd be brilliant, Jim. Brilliant. I'm sure we'd all enjoy that. Okay. Oops. Give me 2 minutes, guys. I'm going to go and get another can of Coke. Thank you, Elizabeth. Hello, back again. Yes. Hello, Claire. Nice to see you, lovely. Done another one. Can you even see it? There you go. That. Oops. Someone just dropped something upstairs. I can't type with these fucking nails on. Welcome back, Steph. If you're not wanting to go to sleep tonight, bless her. My mum's had her first one as well, Claire, and I'm due for mine. They just agreed that I can have it. I didn't mean to do that. I poured it out of the flat Coke instead of the nice one. Dylan, does Tom only bang apples? Would he bang a Dorothy? Oh, bless her. Tom will bang anything, Dorothy. Oh dear. Dorothy's just creamed. He'll hammer your ass. Shelley, don't ask, don't get. I'm trying not to burp today. But it's really hard with Coke because I always burp with Coke. Jim's laughing, but I can feel an exposed video coming on. Is it an expose or an expose? Saw you on Casper today just today because I'm outside. Oh, bless you, Claire. Thanks for joining me, though, love. I love your cabin. I want one. I reckon if I got a cabin, though, the kids would nick it off me. Oh, he's had both of them now. That's good then. Hi, Stranger Times. Thanks for joining in. Nice to see you. Don't blame me for Tom. I'm a nice guy. Yeah, Tom's a bad boy. Tom's a naughty, naughty boy. Oops. How are you, Stranger Times? Nice to see you. Strange Times has a good channel. Interesting stuff, of course. I've been checking you out a couple of times this week. Stranger Times. I haven't commented because it's safer that way for you. I don't want to bring any trolls to your channel, mate. Missed one. No worries. I used the flat coke when I meant to use the fizzy one. Gross. I'm almost out of whiskey, Dorothy. It only lasted about a month. It's like a pink sea serpent wearing a purple hat. I used to know someone that called it a purple-headed custard chucker. Ah, thank you, Stranger Times. That's the idea. We like to have a nice, calm, chilled environment in here. Mm. You got a new trophy, Kirsty? What game on? Did I miss that? Thank you. It's Eevee's Evolutions from Pokemon. I'm doing it for Pocahontas. James, I bet there's a fair few boys that have tried that over the years, though. No, I cannot allow myself to run out of whiskey. That would be bad. Yeah, flat coke down toilet's great on lime scale. I know. I use flat coke all the time on my pans and that. It's good for getting off like black marks and that on pans and glass dishes, like Pyrex, you know. It's good for cleaning out drains. It's good for all sorts of coke, which just goes to show you how bad it is for your stomach, really. If it can strip a dirty pan. Oops, lost one. Coffee with hot chocolate and a wee gram of whiskey in it. Nice. I do like my whiskey. You're a spitter, not a swallower. Same, James. God, my son used to drink vinegar out the bottle. Yeah, I only drink the odd whiskey. I don't drink very often, but when I come live and have a chat with my friends, it's nice to have one. Feels like a grown-up drink at the pub socialising, you know what I mean? Makes a change for me. Don't get out much. Now with this stuff. Yeah, Dorothy, I've got my daughter and one of my sons all will drink vinegar without a second thought. It's gross. Oops, I didn't hit that. Like they douse their salt, their vinegar, their chips with vinegar and salt. It's like too much, you know. Now someone wants to go out. You want to go out, baby boy? Love you. Be good. You want to go out to Fifi? Go on then. Chips and raw onion. I like a cheese and onion sandwich is quite nice. Could you be mod again, Kirsty? You will be soon, darling. You will be soon. I'm just keeping it down to the minimum at the moment because there's too much trouble going on. And I think I have to be very careful right now. There's been a lot of things going on where I can't trust people and that. And I just want to make sure that I can not have anyone like you being attacked for me, if that makes sense. But you are definitely in line to become moderator again. Once things settle down a bit, I'm hoping they will settle down a bit. Well, if they don't settle down a bit, then we'll just have to do something else. But I've had quite a few people sort of pursued recently to try and get to me, and I think it's quite obvious that I'm quite protective of you, Kirsty, and I don't want you to be a target, love. Yeah, cheddar cheese and red onions, yummy. Claire, you're funny. If you look at them, you should have put a ring on it. I used to get up and dance to that one, of course. Hopefully, once things start settling down, I can choose who I think should be moderator. At the moment, everyone that I've got as moderator are people that I trust. I'm born in 77 as well, Stranger Times, 43. Yeah, once things start to settle a bit, I can look at what will be my base moderator group. And at the moment, the people that I've got on there that are people that I can trust to hold their own if they get shit. Not, I don't want anyone upset by anyone giving grief, and I think it would hurt you if they started that shit with you. So I'm not going to allow that. Big love to you, Dylan. It won't be long. I mean, I've sort of got an idea of who I want to moderate for me. I just need to know who I can trust right now. Shit, but it is what it is. Have I heard anything from Sophie? No, I haven't. She's been really silent, actually. We were going to do a like, I can't remember what it's called. What's it called when you work together with someone? We were going to do a combined video upload where we support each other, and that was the last I've heard of her, to be honest. But I know that she did get a boyfriend, didn't she? It's highly likely that she's wrapped up in love at the moment, or well, I hope so anyway, for her sake, that she's found happiness and busy in her own life. I love tarot cards. I was dancing in about 20 minutes. My cast my geek live thing is on. Yeah, that's fine, Silver. Don't worry. I won't be on for much longer, to be honest, because it's been quite a while now. I just want to do a few more bits of this one. Oops, I keep knocking the camera. Sorry, guys. It's sweet when people like fall in love with it as well, when they go off and just forget everyone else exists and that. It's like, it's nice, you know. I can't remember being that. I can remember it, but probably wish I hadn't have got there with that person. But yeah, it's been a long time since I've been in that sort of desperate to be with each other 24/7 moment. I can't bear the thought of even being in a relationship. Yeah, don't get Llamas Awards on Sunday, everyone. That should be fun. Oh my god, look. I wonder who's going to have won. I think those who think they're going to have won won't won because nobody knows who they are. Ton of beans and a unicorn at the same time. So true. I haven't been to Aldi for years. There's like one being built just around the corner as well, and I haven't been able to, like, I've not been physically able to leave the house since it's been built. So I haven't been shopping there. We've got an Aldi and a Lidl built, and I was so excited because I used to go and travel out of town to go to Lidl's, but never been able to go because I can't drive or walk very far. Actually, just started driving again recently, but I can only do a little bit like before it hurts. His Victorian shoe one, yeah. I did see Tom and Amy, a paranormal group, are like have been on tonight as well, and I'd normally watch them, but obviously I'm live myself, and I couldn't not go live again because I've been not going live all week. So I thought you might want to see me. Lidl's the crap version of Aldi, that's right. But you used to have to travel further to get to the Aldi. So I used to go to the Lidl and saved a load of money going that way, obviously. But now they've got them locally, I really would love to be able to save me a lot of money, but I get everything delivered. Like literally everything I get delivered. Most things I buy off of Amazon and that to get delivered. Like big bags of cat food and that. Yeah, well, I would recommend checking out Strange Times' video there. Interesting stuff. Trying to find a moth mask on Google. Maybe I can make you one, Jim. My daughter's good with like making clothes and that. Yeah, you've not been anywhere but a hospital once. The same as me. Literally hospital and back, hospital and back. That's the only places I've been for 8 years. Thrilling times. It's good torch for around £30. That's definitely something. Like, as in, is that for investigating or home use? We were saying earlier. Well, I was saying earlier times how I'm looking for some channels to follow that might be better for me to stay out of the grief through investigating. I've seen like on other guys' channels. Dorothy. Az is doing all right. He's just keeping to himself a little bit now. Again, he's sick of the grief that he's had as well. So, like for me at the moment, I'm just like not strong enough to deal with it all because I'm not feeling very well. So I have to sort of like hold myself back a little bit, like rather than getting involved. Got to put the breathing first. Yeah, see, Avon and that's worth it if you sell it. You get good prices if you sell it, innit? And I like the Avon stuff, I must admit. Not that I use a lot of beauty stuff because I make most of my own homemade, which I prefer to have personally. I know exactly what goes in it all. That's right, Stranger Times. You've got no choice in the matter, really, got, haven't you? If you spend £20, oh, is that fabulous? Yeah, that's right. There you go. That's why I didn't come live over this week, but it's I thought, no, I can handle sitting doing a bit of this with you guys because I miss you all. Yeah. Two of my kids are being extremely loud tonight. Yeah, Avon is good quality. I can't remember what it was what channel it was that I saw them. I think it might have been Proving Demons ages ago. It might have been Proving Demons. I think it was. That had like this amazing torch that was like a little thing but really powerful. Perfect for ghost hunting. I can never tell on Amazon as well, like you just don't know, do you? If you're getting like the quality or the rip-off version. Amazon's better than eBay for that though. Yeah. Welcome back, Liz. You tend to buy the cheaper ones thinking, oh yeah, that's a bargain. It looks like exactly the same as the higher value ones. And then it comes and it's like crumbling apart in days. That sucks. And it can't be much worse than running out of light on a hunt. Yeah, I think Ouija Brothers did some reviews on equipment, didn't they? Dorothy. It is actually hard to keep up, isn't it? Because they're not talking about sex, Dorothy. You don't know how to handle that, do you? If it's not sexual, I don't know. Oh, but I keep missing them. Losing consciousness. You're okay considering. I think you're doing good, so you're going to be okay, mate. It's a hard life, but some of us are meant to get through it by the skin of our teeth. It's all a learning curve. It's like once they all get in place, you start realising a few that are out of sync with the others, and you have to start fiddling with them all. Definitely. Definitely. I think it's great that we've all come together, like we've all been put under the firing line at points. Oops, I don't know what happened there. Oh, it's that. We've all been put in the firing line at times, haven't we? And then we've all ended up getting on all right, enjoying our time together. Whoever would have expected it to turn out like that? I love a bit of Harry Potter as well. Yeah, but I make all my own spin stuff. Mama's Misfits United. It's brilliant, isn't it? Yeah. Between the lot of us, we make an all right group, really. All a little bit different, all a little bit fun loving. And that is how many of you are kind people as well. Like we've all ended up coming together because we were kind enough to try and help others and got mistreated for it. So it's nice because we're actually all quite kind people. mean, obviously, you've got the odd few that are tough as nails. Missed it, yeah. Dorothy sticks her leg up and urinates all over the radiators. I'm glad to be able to get to know you, Shelley. Yeah. Shrimp shack, do you what? Big shrimp. I knocked on your door. Ooh. I don't know what my daughter's watching upstairs. I think it's the like KSI's group of people. What are they called? Oh, James, I told you that in confidence. I've got to go up and find out now. About the urinating. I spray my furniture out and fabulous, like gives it a lovely smell. See, I use what's it called? Oh, I use the disinfectant. You know, the little bottles of disinfectant. So Flora, I use that. It's great at getting rid of animal smells. You know, it's like the only thing I've ever used that actually like banishes the smells from the house from having so many cats in here. But I have heard good things about that Fabulosa, but I'm just not one for spending a lot of money on scents because of my breathing. I have to be quite careful about anything spraying around me and that. But I do use essential oils and a diffuser. If you're a freak and you own it, Claire, well done you though, babe. That's the same as me. 79p a bottle, that's good, isn't it? And where's that from? Is that Aldi, is it? Or is it? You don't keep that kink secret, nothing to be ashamed about. We love your kink, Dorothy. What would we do without your kink? You know how you and James Dorothy got accused of being the same person for quite a while? I was thinking about that earlier and I realised that at one point people used to believe that me and my partner, my oldest who's kid's dad, we both like started on the internet journey together when it first came out. And I used to operate chat rooms and he was a bit of a troll. Yeah, he loves a bit of trolling. That's why I can handle it. He's a proper piss taker, you know what I mean? You've got to have a real like hard shell to deal with him, and everyone used to think that like we were like the same person. That I was faking being nice sometimes, like, and that was why I'd suddenly change into a nice woman from this horrible bully man. They were all convinced we were the same one and the same because we had the same IP address. Back then, if you was an operator, you could see. If you was a chat operator, you could see people's IP address. But she's in my life. You have a guy mow your lawns, Dorothy. I think Dorothy should get herself a cat before she gets any more desperate. Do some cat videos, Dorothy. You won't look so bad. Yeah, it was just a theory, Steph, wasn't it? You know what Llama's like though, when he gets a little bee in his bonnet, it's hard to get him to drop it, isn't it? He did in the end though, or at least I think he did. Not really, Pocahontas. Still got ages to go yet, really. I need people watching my longer videos to get me monetized. Sucks. So anyone wants to sit and watch some videos, watch my longer videos, like my soap making and that, because I would like to get monetized. For a start, it would the very first bit would go towards getting my social services adaptions done, so I can have a downstairs bathroom and take myself to the toilet without assistance. Yay. To be fair, the amount of money that I've paid into this channel is going to be a long time coming before I even break even for what I've put out into it. Yeah, your hours have been going up a lot because you've been doing a lot of live streams and that, innit? Thank you, Pocahontas, bless your heart. Yeah, Llama's great. At least with Llama, you know exactly what he thinks because he'll tell you point blank. But he'll tell you in a very respectful manner as well. He's not really rude about it. He comes across as rude to some people, but if in actual fact he won't go to calling people on the way they look or anything like that, which I respect because there's too much of that online. It's always the ugly people that call people on the way they look as well, isn't it? Like, shit, man. Check a mirror. Get yourself a mirror and say all that shit in there. You do all sorts now, don't you? Pocahontas got lots going on now. Bit of this and a bit of that. Good fun. Is it the I'm on? It is, isn't it? Yeah, 4. Yeah, I have looked on there before, Kirsty. I got a nice big bundle of arts and crafts stuff on there at one point. I bought a load of old-fashioned wooden block stamps at one point. Agreed, Steph. Yeah, I've got a similar sense of humour as well, and I've also got a similar sense of what's right and wrong. So I think me and Lama do get on quite well. But there are times, obviously, even I get like pissy at times, and he gets pissy with me at times. Not the perfect friendship, but we do get on quite well. I think we respect each other. We have a level of mutual respect. Yeah, you've always got on well with him as well, isn't you? We've always been his little squadron. They've always called us his minions, but we're not his minions. We just happen to respect him because he gives us no reason not to. Pretty much everything I've seen negative against him has been caused by some drama lover. Yeah, yeah. Like we do have a word with each other if we have to. Uh, for the most part, I consider him one of my best online friends. He just needs a kick up the butt every now and then. Yeah, you do, Jim. You are funny though. He seems to take you quite well. Oh, is that the one that throws him around? I think you showed me that one once. Pocahontas, they should throw their cards at the walls and stuff, don't they? Like, how can you do that? They're expensive. Mind you, I suppose if you're making a mint out of YouTube videos, I don't suppose you really care, do you? Tackiness. Dorothy's a domestic goddess. Holding your hair back when you're ill, that's a real mate. Yeah, that's true. Lana wouldn't do that for me, though, I don't think. Lana would take the piss out of me for getting too drunk in the first place. He'd tell me that he told me so. I don't think he'd hold my hair back, but I don't think llamas can hold hair back, can they? Really? Can you hear the cat wanting to come in now? I just let him out and he wants to come in and I can't stand up. My leg's gone funny. Hang on. Oh, it'd get caught in his toes. Hi, Jason Brown. Oh, hey, baby. Come on in. Handsome. He's a good boy. Oh, Jesus, my knee. It's proper swollen up. Yeah, agreed. Oh, another cat wants to come in. I swear they wait for me to shut the window and sit down so that they can come and ask to come in. Yeah, agreed, Steph. That's it. If you're a true friend, you wouldn't stop being friends just because you disagree with each other over something. Um, Storm, do you mind? Hi, Stormy. Storm, get off, get off. Get fur all over it. That's Stormy. Oh dear. I literally got hair on there already. I'm here. Let's see if I can get that down in place there. Thanks, Steph. There's some tools around. I was like just watching as it was going on there. I was like, okay, I'll wait for someone to deal with that. You're not allowed a piece of her. She's all ours. Take care, Kirsty, sweet. Oh, I'm going to get off in a minute now anyway, babe. I'm just going to finish off these last few drills, diamonds, whatever they are, and then I'll get off. I don't want to bore people too much. Steph. Give him the shrimps. Oh, thanks, Stranger Times. That's nice of you. Nuts in hand, yeah. Steph's our trophy woman. You're not allowed her. Night, night, Kirsty. Take care, darling. As a kid, my auntie was looking after me and I was scared to sleep on my own, so I snuggled up in bed with her. She said, "You're nice and warm, Dorothy." The warmth came from a big wee I'd just done. Phoenix is crying to come in. He acts like such a big baby out there. Yeah, yeah. He's sweet, but he's not the brightest of sparks, is our Phoenix. Bless his little cottons. Ta-da! Last one for now. I won't pour out anymore. Oh, look, one more. There we go. I won't pour any more out now because we've been on for quite a while. But it's been very enjoyable to sit and have a chat with everyone. Thank you all for popping by and visiting with me. It's been nice to see you all again after a week away. Or is it a week? About a week since you last saw me. It is looking good, isn't it? This bit's starting to really fill out now. Very nice. Very nice. Bring it up close. You can see it's forming, taking shape. I will come back more often this week. I'm going to try and make sure that I do a few more so as I get to see you all more often. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Love you all. You've been stars as usual. Wouldn't be the same without you. Yeah, it has. Thank you for joining in, everyone. And I will be looking into who's going to be moderators in the future. All right, guys. Thank you. I love you. Good night. Sweet dreams. Much love. Breathe easy, folks. I'll see you again soon. Bye. I need to press the X first, don't I?